Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the shop. I had to drill out a couple of rivets doing the bottom skin here. I got carried away and started working outboard before I should. Anyhow, I thought I captured one of them, which I always try to do when I drill one out just to check my work. And I thought I'd show what you're looking for. You can't see this unless you actually drill one out. It's sort of like a destructive testing, and I wouldn't do that if you just for the sake of doing it. But if you drill one out, keep it and look at it, or find it, when it pops out. The one thing here, I've got the gauge, and this one is just barely long enough so it sets properly. It fits right in there perfect. You want it to be just a tiny bit larger than that so that you know that it's fat enough. When you smash it, it expands. And sorry, I'm probably having a hard time seeing this because this is so small. These are 3/32 rivets. I can't get a hold of it, but you can one of the things you want to look at, you can look at the bottom of it, the machine side. I forget which is which. They call it the factory side and the shop head and the factory. I don't remember. I always get them confused. One side is in this case, the countersink, which is manufactured at the factory when they make the rivet. The other is the side you're doing. But anyway, sometimes you can see the original center on this side. That's where the bucking bar hit it, and then you can tell. And then around here on the back side, you can see when it swells out. You want that stem to sort of be in the center, and that's the way you're doing that is by aiming the bar. When you form that rivet, you're aiming that bar so that it's keeping it pushed towards the center. And then the other thing to check, and this little tips video is not turning out as good as I'd hoped, mostly because it's so darn small here. The other thing you're checking is the height. You want a minimum height, and that's what this end of the gauge is for. You probably can't see that very good. It doesn't look like it's focusing to me. So this is especially troublesome on dimpled skins or dimpled parts. So these are skins that are dimpled fitting to a rib that is dimpled. So when you stick this thing back there on the back side of that, or the underneath side to check it, the dimple sticks out this way, and so you can't just set that over there. It would never touch because the dimple is sticking out proud of the flush or the flat surface of that rib. But when you look at it here, you can see that it's just barely tall enough. That's what you're measuring with this, that it has not gotten too thin this way, left and right, or the height of it. So anyway, I hope you get something out of that. Probably the biggest thing is when you drill one out, check it, look at it. You'll learn a lot by looking at the first couple that you've had to drill out and see how it's formed. See you next time.